I think what we have seen in NASSCOM, I think there are two kinds of changes we have observed in this NASSCOM compared to last year. Last year, the financial sector was just recovering, and this sector they want to change the system. So I just coming out of the panel discussion where they are looking the vendor to service them from a product and services together. They want outcome-based outsourcing rather than services of the product. So I think that was our hypothesis 5 years back when we put product and services into Polaris roadmap, and I think that is being echoed here. So it's a very positive news for us that outcome is becoming really important for the CIOs and CXOs of the marketplace, which is a change. I think industry has to just look at it that this decade is a decade of where we need to share risk with the customer. The business models has to change. Intellectual property has to come in the center fold. If without intellectual property, you can't create $225 billion. It's only pure services get stuck at some point in time. So I think the investments in a product business, investment in asset business are critical on this decade, and that's why we look at government support in promoting that kind of a thing. I think there has to be some sharing risk with the customer is a kind of a business model. The business model could be like when I will be paid on what outcome business person is getting. So that is one kind of a risk sharing. Second is I share the risk by having shared infrastructure like a cloud infrastructure or shared infrastructure for the mid-sized customer. So on a large-sized customer, I am talking about strategic relationship where I have a different business model and revenue model and cost models. And for a smaller customer, I have a shared infrastructure. We started something Polaris 3.0 18 months back. In March 2009, we started this initiative where we want to look at three things together. One is geographical expansion, because there is a market beyond UK and US. They only constitute 10% of the world population. There are out of 7 billion people, there are only 700 million people. The rest of 6.3 billion people, we need to serve them with the financial technology. So there is one dimension of geographical spread in Latin America, in Africa, in Eastern Europe. We embarked on that. We started African operation. We started Bangladesh. We started Sri Lanka. So that's the one dimension we have. Second dimension is my product revenue should be 30% of my total revenue. That was so now today is 23.3%. Last quarter we had a product revenue. So this has to go up to 30%. So my acquisition target would be to look at it. How do we get into these spaces? The third angle is the key relationships which are there, like Citibank relationship is 25-year-old relationship. So can we have a 50 such relationships in coming year where we can really invest time and money and risk with them? Today we are servicing 8 out of 10 banks, global banks in the world. So I think what we embarked 18 months back, today 8 of them we are serving. So which is a great success from our story from that perspective.